Hey, hey. All right. Are we ready? Of us that is going to spark that. Or we decide that because of our circumstances in life, we can't have what we deeply desire. Okay. Or we don't even know what we deeply desire a lot of the time, right? We don't think we have the power to design our ideal life. We're just at the mercy. We're just living. We're just going along. We're in the passenger seat, right? So that's how I think about it as putting out an APB on our dreams, our goals, and our ability to be who we really want to be. But that's not how any of this works. So here is how to put out an APB on that version of yourself who has the power to design the ideal life that she dreams of, right? So here's my version. A, APB. A stands for awareness. Do you know how to get crystal clear awareness on what's really currently creating all the results you have in your life and in your business? All right. Noticing how you're thinking about things, how you're thinking about your relationships in your business and your kids and the world, and especially how you're thinking about yourself. Okay. How those thoughts are making you feel, because our thoughts create our feelings. How are those thoughts making you feel on a daily basis? And when you're feeling that way, how you're acting. Our feelings drive all of our actions or inactions, right? What are you doing or not doing? How are you showing up in your life? And that's what's created the results, like where you're at right now, everything in your life, taking radical responsibility for what you've created, getting super crystal clear on the difference between the facts of your life and your business, the facts of your weight, the number on the scale, what other people say and do, and your thoughts about it. Okay. Your thoughts about those things, those circumstances, your stories that you've created about it, your opinion, right? Separating out what you believe is just your observation of the world. Okay. That's not facts. It's what's creating your entire experience. So I do have a technique that I use for that with my clients and myself. And I've made huge changes just in awareness, right? Change in my career, relationships, how I present myself to the world, how I think about the events in the world or what people say to me. So, awareness, if that's the first and only thing you do, I promise you, your life will change. You'll become aware of that. How you're thinking about life is what's creating your current life. And in order to create something new, you have to start thinking different thoughts. Okay. So we're putting out an APB on ourselves here, right? So let's go to the P. We just did A for awareness. P is for perspective. Once you realize that what you thought were facts in the world are really just your observations and your opinions, and what that is creating for you, you get to decide if you want a different perspective. You get to choose whatever perspective you want. So, do you want to think about your business or your clients or your life in a different way, right? Your spouse, your relationships, back to that number on the scale, the events happening in the world. Those are all things outside our control, right? For the most part. So, what perspective shift do you want? Because when you understand at a deep level, like truly understand that those things absolutely do not and cannot create your feelings, it is always just your perspective. You get to decide if you want to open yourself up to a new perspective. Okay. You may continue to keep your thoughts about something. I'm not saying we have to switch out all of our thoughts, but I promise you, once you choose that, once you choose your perspective, then the possibilities start flowing in. That's part two of the P, possibilities. It's like a weight is lifted and possibilities start flooding into your brain, because when you're stuck in your story, that what you think about, you think are simply facts about your life, and it's really just your thoughts. You're believing something outside of you has power over you. And that creates some very limiting emotions, right? Emotions that aren't driving useful actions for you to create the life you crave, right? Emotions like doubt insecurity, confusion, worry, stress, and helplessness. Okay. When you become aware that it's simply your story, a story your brain has been offering you, and you understand how you have the power to shift that perspective, then you can create new emotions like curiosity and excitement and wonder and fun and play and experimentation, openness and willingness, right? And that opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Okay, so we've got A for awareness, right? We've got the perspective shift that opens to possibilities. And now the third step is B. That stands for belief. We have to believe in our possibilities in order to create the life of possibility that we want to create. So if you don't believe you can make more money, change your career, lose weight, or stop emotionally eating or over drinking, right? If you don't believe you can improve your relationships, you won't be able to create a new identity for yourself as someone who has the thing she truly desires. You're never going to get it. And if you do happen to do it, let's use, say, weight loss. If you do, the journey is going to feel terrible because the whole time you're going to be like beating yourself up and thinking terrible thoughts about yourself. So the journey is going to feel terrible and the results may not last because you haven't changed that belief that you are that person who can lose the weight and keep it off. You are that person who can make the amount of money you're looking for. You are the person in your dream relationship or dream career, right? So your APB is out on that person and that life you're looking for, and you're the only one who can find her. You are the only one who can create the awareness of why you are where you are, find new perspectives, open to possibilities, and then create the belief that any of it is possible for you. And here's what you need. You need a dispatcher to help guide you to the clues and the evidence you need in order to find her, right? Someone who's really not there to tell you where to go to, but guide you to those tools, right? The tools that are going to help you find that awareness, perspective, and belief. Okay. And then how to use them in a way that's actually going to help you build something new for yourself. So if this is the kind of relationship with a life coach that you might like, you'd like to explore that possibility, I would love to have a conversation with you. Okay. Super easy, super non-salesy, human to human. And we can start to figure out how you can find what it is you're looking for. So that's what I have for you today. Click the link if you'd like to schedule a super easy peasy, fun phone call. I guarantee you'll walk away with some awareness, some perspective shifts. You'll be open to new possibilities. And then you can start to believe that, regardless if we continue to work together or not. All right. Happy Friday.